I have been watching a lot of Nacho Libre on the television in my basement lately as I've been pedaling on the exercise bike. Today, hopefully, my wife and maybe a few other people will get to see Nacho on my face. Look at his face. Because I'm going to pick up my dad to take him to the VA clinic today. And of course, my stepmom is a little bit concerned that there's been a lot of disease and sickness in the world, and Mrgrrr had a little bit of a snuffle, and she always thinks that I sound sick every time that I talk to her. You know, that's just, her being cautious. I don't feel sick. I shoveled 50,000 pounds of snow so that I could get to Amro to get my dad to the VA clinic for his tests. So, and I plan on going to the weight room today with my wife and my son and giving it my all. I don't know how good I'm going to do at leg day today because, well, moving 50,000 pounds of snow takes a toll on you. And, well, my butt is sore. I try to lift with the legs, lift with the haunches instead of depending on my forearm. I remember many years ago there was a bunch of really heavy snowfalls back to back, kind of like we had in Wisconsin this year. And I lifted with my arms, and man, I just tore my forearm something up fierce. And it was like a year before that forearm was completely healed. I did such a number on it. So Mrgrrr learned from his mistakes. Senior Shovel has been a good coach and said, hey, remember, amigo, lift with the legs, don't lift with the arms. So yeah, mission accomplished. The highways are very clear, and I'm grateful for that because every single street in Neenah is an absolute ice rink. Dangerous. The roundabout's crazy, but hey, the highway is smooth sailing. I'm going 67 miles an hour and keeping an eye on the road for a patch of ice here or there under the underpass. Here we go. No, we're okay. We're okay. I'm not going to do Dad any favors if I crash his car getting him to the VA clinic. So I have a little map how to get there in my kangaroo pouch of my Captain America sweatshirt because I don't like GPS. I think GPS is just a tool that makes your brain shrivel up and wither away, atrophy. So I think I can get Dad to the VA without relying on artificial intelligence to get me there. So I also need to get to my dad's house early enough to shovel them out before we go. We need to be to the VA in Appleton at 1:30, and it's 11:45 right now. So I was just thinking, and I was grateful today in the gratitude shower, which was really cold this morning. And I'm grateful for all the times that my dad shoveled. We never, ever had a snowblower growing up. Like, we had shovels. And not to be weird, but back in the 70s and 80s, the world was a healthier place as far as climate goes, and we got a lot of snow. Deep snow back in those days. So there was a lot of shoveling to be done. So eventually I became strong enough to do the shoveling. And eventually someday down the road, when I get weaker and weaker, Al Garrison's going to have to take over. And he's going to be like, Dad, can't I use the snowblower? And I said, yeah, you can, but trust me, being strong has its advantages in life. You aren't going to get stronger using a snowblower. You're not going to get stronger sitting on the beanbag playing Xbox. Garrison has his brand new fancy shoes. They're amazing. So his motivation to go to the YMCA today and give absolute craziness on leg day, I bet you today is not a good workout day for Garrison because, well, he's not earning cash towards new shoes. So I'm curious to see how it goes. I'm guessing he'll be like, man, I'd rather be playing basketball instead of lifting weights. And don't get me wrong, playing basketball strengthens other skills, hand-eye coordination, nimbleness, dexterity, that sort of thing. So it's not a bad thing to do with your time, but being strong, like Nacho, it has its place in the world. So my dad, I will never want to shame my dad, but my dad can't open a soda bottle anymore. He went from being one of the strongest human beings on earth to being so feeble he can't open up a Mountain Dew. And that happened very, very, very quickly. And if I live long enough, that's going to happen to me. And Garrison, he kind of just disbelieves the stuff that's going on in the weight room. Now, I'm no Eddie Hall. I'm not deadlifting 1,000 pounds, but I'm pretty strong. Mrgrrr is good at picking stuff up and putting things down. And when that goes away, my son is going to notice. And that's going to hurt. And it's going to hit him hard. And he's going to probably think about, man, that's going to happen to me someday. It's not a good feeling. Like I said, this is what I've been focusing on this whole winter, is fathers need to pass their strength onto their son. Grandpa is giving his strength back to the universe. We got to make sure that Garrison, Atlas, Rowan, Gabriel don't need it. Gabriel's like 13 years old and stronger than I am. He's just a freak of nature. But Garrison especially, strength is going to be hard-earned for Garrison, kind of like it was for me. Garrison and I are not genetically gifted people with regards to our muscle fiber and body composition. If he wants to be strong, he's going to have to work hard for it. He's going to have to earn it. There is no way he is just going to, turn 18 and be able to bench 325 pounds. Never going to happen. If he wants to be strong, he's going to have to work at it like his dad did. And more importantly, like his grandfather did. All right, time to get to Grandpa's house and get Dad to the VA. We're going into some roundabouts.